So picture this, a sun-soaked tropical lagoon.
Okay.
The air is just thick with the heat of late summer, and it's framed by this dense, lush, almost impossibly green foliage.
So nice.
Yeah, and you can hear the distant, throaty roar of a luxury boat engine.
Right.
And trailing behind that boat, gliding effortlessly across the crystalline water, are two matching turquoise wakeboards.
Okay.
And the camera is handheld. It's a little shaky, capturing the pure, spontaneous energy of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Then, over the sound of the rushing water, a single word is caught on tape from the boat.
Just one word.
Hey! The internet froze. I mean, the comments flooded in. And just like that, Hollywood had a completely new obsession.
They really did.
Welcome to Starscope Report. Join us as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
That's right.
And today on this deep dive, we are unpacking the underlying PR mechanics of this exact moment. We're looking at Kim Kardashian and Formula One legend Lewis Hamilton, that accidental pet name reveal, the intense fan backlash over a genuinely dangerous outfit choice.
Very dangerous.
And the secret nickname that has her inner circle terrified of poking the bear.
It really is a fascinating case study. What we're looking at is a story that blends high-stakes public relations, legitimate sports royalty, and what might be the holy grail of celebrity PR.
Which is?
Getting everything you want in your personal life while simultaneously making your brand completely untouchable.
Exactly. Kim Kardashian's single word basically shattered the internet, cementing what has to be the most high-profile romance of 2026.
Without a doubt.
But the thing we really need to emphasize is that this didn't just happen overnight. This wasn't a sudden paparazzi ambush.
No, not at all.
This has been an incredibly methodical slow burn, and I want to get into why they structured it this way rather than just, dropping a magazine cover to announce it.
Right. Well, the slow drip is entirely by design. If we trace the timeline back, the breadcrumbs have been dropping for months.
Right.
And the locations they chose for these breadcrumbs are highly strategic.
Yeah.
We first saw them linked all the way back in December of 2025.
Over a year ago.
Yeah, at Kate Hudson's massively star-studded New Year's Eve party in Aspen, Colorado.
Right. Which, that isn't just a fun ski trip.
No.
Aspen at New Year's is essentially a networking event for the billionaire class.
Exactly.
It's where you go to be seen by the right people, but not necessarily the general public just yet.
Precisely. It's a soft launch to your peers.
Yeah.
Then, in February of 2026, the rumors escalated. They took a trip together to a luxury hotel in the Cotswolds in the UK.
The Cotswolds?
Yeah, and the Cotswolds offers secluded luxury, but it is highly accessible to the British tabloid apparatus.
So you go there when you want whispers to start.
Exactly. You want to be seen, but just barely.
Yeah.
And just a day later, they were seen entering a Paris hotel together before heading to Aqua Kyoto for a date.
And then came Tokyo.
Oh, yes. The Tokyo Drift.
The April 2026 Tokyo Drift video, that was the moment where I think the internet collectively gasped.
It was visceral.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton is whipping a Ferrari F40 around the Daikoku parking area in Japan. He's got Skepta's victory lap blasting.
Fake so.
And the camera pans to the passenger seat, and it's Kim in this stark white turtleneck looking completely exhilarated. She just looks at the lens and says, "That's insane."
That video was a brilliant piece of cross-pollination.
What do you mean?
Well, it merged his world of high-speed, visceral adrenaline with her world of highly curated aesthetics.
Oh, I see.
And it's worth noting why this slow burn strategy works so well in the modern era. When a celebrity couple drops a polished official announcement out of nowhere, the public often meets it with skepticism.
Right, it feels fake.
Exactly. It feels like a business merger. But by dropping these breadcrumbs, Aspen, the Cotswolds, Tokyo, they invite the public to play detective.
Oh, people love to play detective.
They do. And the audience feels like they're discovering the relationship organically, which builds massive emotional investment before the couple ever confirms a single thing.
We actually all do a micro version of this, right?
How so?
Think about how normal people use social media when they start dating someone new.
Oh, the soft launch.
Yes. You don't post their face immediately. You post an Instagram story of a restaurant table, and you just happen to leave 2 coffee cups in the frame.
Right, or a masculine watch peeking in on the edge of the photo.
Exactly. You're curating a mystery. Kim and Lewis are just doing that exact same thing, but on a billionaire globe-trotting scale.
That is a perfect way to look at it. They're weaponizing relatability.
Yeah.
Which brought us to June, the official hard launch. Kim posted a carousel on Instagram with the caption, "Lately," featuring a photo and a video of them cycling together in New York City.
Central Park, yeah.
Right. She even went to Monaco to support him at the Grand Prix, where Lewis actually told the press how amazing it was to have her support every day.
And that set the stage for the main event, August 19th, 2026. The tropical vacation Instagram dump captioned with a single word, aloha.
The photos were everywhere.
The visuals are stunning. I mean, Kim is in this figure-hugging pink skirt, a plunging light pink cardigan holding a pink purse.
Very color coordinated.
Very. And Lewis is beside her, shirtless, holding white sneakers and a black cap. They have the picture of a couple in their absolute prime. But the detail that really caught my eye wasn't the outfits.
No.
No, it was the guest list.
Ah, yes, the entourage.
Yeah.
This wasn't secluded romantic couples retreat. It was a massive family affair.
Right.
Kim brought her kids, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm.
Mm-hmm.
Khloe Kardashian was there with her kids, True and Tatum.
Yeah.
And Lewis brought his niece, Willow, his nephew, Caden, and his younger brother, Nicholas.
It was a total blending of the families. And from a PR perspective, I mean, this is a masterstroke. Bringing the kids completely changes the narrative, doesn't it?
It acts as an incredibly effective PR shield. Yes. When a high-profile woman, especially someone with Kim's highly publicized romantic history, starts dating a new megastar, the tabloids are usually sharpening their knives.
Oh, always. They love to tear it apart.
They want to frame it as a frivolous fling or a desperate grab for attention. But the moment you integrate young children and extended family members into the visual narrative, you immediately elevate the relationship.
Oh, I see.
You signal to the press and the public, this is a serious family matter.
Right.
It makes the media much less likely to scrutinize or criticize the dynamic harshly, because attacking a blended family vacation feels inherently distasteful.
And it worked flawlessly. I mean, the comments section was a goldmine of unanimous approval.
It was overwhelmingly positive.
Khloe Kardashian kept it sisterly with, "You're so pretty." Ivanka Trump jumped in to note that Kim is radiating happiness. Lala Anthony summed it up with one word, happiness. And the fans were calling it the Lewis and Kim era. One fan literally commented, "Mom and Dad." It feels like the season finale of a reality show where the protagonist finally gets a win.
That's a good comparison.
They gave the audience just enough accidental vulnerability, like that slip of the word babe on the wakeboard, you know, to keep everyone completely hooked, while having total, absolute control over the narrative they were projecting.
Well, we just talked about how Kim has absolute control over her aesthetic narrative.
Yeah.
But that illusion of total control literally shatters when you put her in a high-impact, uncontrolled environment.
Oh, this is the perfect transition, because we have to talk about the paintball excursion.
Yeah.
But wait till you hear what Kim wore to play paintball and the serious medical warnings fans immediately threw at her. If you're loving these Hollywood twists and want to stay on top of the ultimate pop culture deep dives, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
Absolutely.
But right now, we need to discuss how a romantic day out in paradise quickly turned into a masterclass in safety hazards.
The visual contrast in this specific photo is quite remarkable, both physically and psychologically.
Okay, I had to set the scene for the listeners because it is visually hilarious.
It really is.
So they post a photo getting ready for paintball. They both have the full face safety helmets on, brandishing their paintball guns.
Right.
Lewis, being a professional athlete who intimately understands physical impact and risk mitigation, is wearing bright red, heavy protective gear strapped all across his chest. He looks ready for tactical combat.
He is fully armored.
And Kim is wearing a string bikini top. Her entire torso is exposed. She did pair it with long sleeves, gloves, and padded trousers, but her stomach and chest are just completely bare to the elements.
The fan outrage was immediate and, frankly, highly practical.
People were losing it in the comments. One person wrote, "A direct hit on skin gonna leave a bruise." Another said, "Going paintball bare-chested is absolute insanity."
It really felt like video game logic in real life, you know, where the men get heavy armor and the women get string bikinis.
But what is the actual risk here? Because surely a paintball park wouldn't let you play in a bikini if it was genuinely dangerous.
That's
right.
Actually, the risk is substantial.
Yeah.
And standard safety guidelines explicitly warn against this.
Wait, really?
Yes. We have to look at the physics of the sport. Standard .60 caliber paintballs are fired at around 280 to 300 feet per second.
Wow, that's fast.
That is a significant amount of kinetic energy transferring into a very small surface area upon impact.
Right.
If it hits clothing, the fabric absorbs and disperses a portion of that energy before the shell breaks.
But a direct hit to bare skin, it doesn't just leave a mild bruise.
Oh, gosh.
UK paintball parks, for example, warn that direct hits to exposed skin can cause massive welts, severe contusions, and easily break the skin, leading to bleeding and potential scarring.
Bleeding from a paintball?
Yes. Even with lower impact .50 caliber paintballs, the localized trauma to bare skin is intensely painful. The universal recommendation is full upper body coverage. So she is literally out there risking actual bleeding welts on her torso just to maintain the Instagram grid aesthetic.
It appears so.
I mean, that is a level of commitment to the brand that I almost have to respect. But here's where this gets much deeper than just a funny outfit choice. This paintball photo, along with the rest of the vacation dump, caught the attention of body language expert Inbal Honigman.
Yes.
And she had some very brutal honesty about the dynamic between Kim and Lewis.
Honigman analyzed their recent interactions and noted a distinct emotional gap. According to her analysis, Lewis is the one falling much harder.
Really? How can she tell?
Well, if you look closely at the photos, his eyes visibly soften when he looks at Kim. His hands are gentler, his posture is entirely devoted, and he physically leans into her space.
Oh, I see.
He's showing all the classic subconscious signs of deepening emotional investment.
Okay, but what about Kim? How is she reacting to all this devoted energy?
Honigman points out that Kim remains highly guarded. In these intimate mirror selfies and posed shots, Kim's focus is almost entirely on the camera lens and her angles.
Well, yeah.
She creates a physical and emotional distance. Because of this dynamic where Lewis is emotionally open and vulnerable, and Kim is hyper-focused on her image, Honigman classified the current state of their relationship as a potential showmance.
Look, I have to push back on this showmance label. I really do.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, she's looking at the camera, but is Kim Kardashian actually holding back her heart? Or is she just a billionaire businesswoman who physically cannot turn off her awareness of a camera lens?
That's a valid question.
She has lived her entire adult life through a viewfinder. Asking her to ignore a camera is like asking a fish to ignore water.
Fair.
I don't think staring at her own reflection means she doesn't love him. I think it just means she knows her angles better than she knows anything else on Earth.
I hear what you're saying about her being a businesswoman, but let me defend Honigman's analysis here, because body language is largely subconscious. Even the most heavily media-trained celebrities in the world have subconscious tells when they're deeply, intimately in love. Honigman's point is that when your subconscious physical reaction to your partner standing next to you have to check your jawline rather than lean into their embrace, the emotional gap is real, regardless of media training. The camera might be her natural habitat, but prioritizing the lens over the partner reveals a specific hierarchy of attachment.
That's a very fair point. If the house is on fire and your instinct is to grab the ring light instead of your boyfriend's hand, that tells a story.
Exactly.
And speaking of stories, that's not even the wildest part of this deep dive. Later on, we're going to talk about a massive corporate conflict of interest that proves whether this is real or fake.
Oh, the business side of things.
Yeah. But first, we need to talk about the secret nickname Kim uses behind closed doors and why it has everyone terrified.
The nickname brings us directly to the ghosts of Hollywood past. According to sources within her inner circle, Kim has a new moniker for Lewis Hamilton. She reportedly refers to him as her Russell Wilson.
Oh, wow. That nickname carries so much weight if you understand pop culture archetypes.
It really does.
For anyone who doesn't follow sports or R&B drama, Russell Wilson is the NFL star quarterback who married the singer Ciara.
Right.
And the context is everything. Before Russell, Ciara was in a highly publicized, incredibly toxic relationship with the rapper Future.
Very toxic.
And Russell Wilson entered the picture and immediately became the ultimate pop culture symbol for the upgrade. He is the stable, wildly successful, deeply devoted family man who steps in and provides a safe haven after a chaotic situation.
Exactly. The Russell Wilson archetype is essentially the anti-toxic boyfriend.
Yeah.
So by her friends revealing that Kim calls Lewis her Russell Wilson, they're explicitly defining how Kim views this dynamic. She sees Lewis as the sophisticated, emotionally stable upgrade from the sheer chaos of her marriage to Kanye West.
And that is a heavy, heavy comparison to make, especially because this isn't just a random new pairing. Lewis and Kanye have history.
They have significant history. These two worlds collided long before 2026.
Really?
Yes. If we trace this back over a decade to the 2014 GQ Men of the Year Awards, Kim and Lewis actually met there.
Oh, wow.
They were photographed together, but alongside their partners at the time. Kim was with Kanye, and Lewis was with Nicole Scherzinger.
It's wild to think about them all in the same room, taking photos, living completely different lives, totally unaware of where they'd be 12 years later.
But it goes much deeper than just sharing a red carpet. Kanye and Lewis used to be genuine friends.
I mean, they were friends.
Yes. In 2015, Kanye invited Lewis to an Easter brunch with the entire Kardashian family.
An Easter brunch.
Kanye famously gave an interview talking about having Lewis at his house hanging out and playing music in his studio. Kanye was actively championing Lewis, telling the press he was playing Lewis's music for everyone.
Oh, wow. That completely changes the psychological landscape of this relationship. It is one thing to date a fellow A-lister.
Right.
It is a completely different psychological mind game to date the man your ex-husband used to invite over for Easter Sunday and hype up in the recording studio.
Exactly.
No wonder her friends are terrified. The sources were saying that everyone around Kim is using kid gloves to handle this romance because they desperately do not want to poke the bear.
The anxiety of the inner circle is entirely justified. Kanye West's reactions to Kim's post-divorce relationships have been highly public and intensely unpredictable.
Yeah, we saw how he campaigned against Pete Davidson.
Exactly. A source told the Daily Mail that they are hyper-aware of how this specific pairing could trigger Kanye, precisely because of that past friendship.
It's a delicate balancing act.
It is. Kim is trying to live her life, but her team is constantly managing the potential fallout from an ex who feels a proprietary claim over his former social circle.
Which naturally makes the cynical side of the internet wonder about the strategy behind all of this. Could this be the ultimate Hollywood power play? Combining genuine romance with the kind of untouchable PR that leaves your ex and your business competitors completely speechless.
Well, that brings us to the fascinating curveball from Lainey Gossip.
Right.
Some people looked at this Cotswolds to Paris to Tokyo pipeline and asked, is this actually just a massive business deal in disguise?
The Skims conspiracy.
Yes, the Skims conspiracy. And it requires us to look at the larger activewear market wars.
Okay.
Because Kim was in London and Paris promoting the massive new Nike and Skims collaboration, there were aggressive whispers that she was using this romantic European tour to quietly recruit Lewis Hamilton as the face of a new men's campaign.
I mean, on the surface, it sounds like the ultimate Kardashian move, right? Blending a high-profile romance with a billion-dollar brand partnership.
It makes total sense on paper.
Why wouldn't she want the most stylish man in motorsport wearing her gear? But the mechanics of the retail world actually make this impossible, right?
Completely impossible. Lainey Gossip dismantled this rumor by highlighting a crucial contractual reality.
What's that?
Lewis Hamilton is currently bound by a massive, multi-year brand ambassador deal with Lululemon.
Oh.
And to understand why that matters, you have to understand the market. Skims has been aggressively expanding, actively challenging Lululemon in the premium activewear and loungewear space.
Right.
This new Nike x Skims partnership is viewed as a direct existential threat to Lululemon's market share.
So it's not just two different brands, it is a direct rivalry. To put this in perspective for the listeners, it would be like a high-level Apple executive being photographed repeatedly using a Samsung Galaxy phone while on vacation.
That is a perfect analogy.
It's not just a bad look, it's a fundamental breach of a multi-million-dollar contract.
Exactly. For Lewis to unofficially model for Skims or participate in a covert PR campaign for Nike while under a lucrative contract with Lululemon would be a monumental conflict of interest.
Lululemon would never allow that.
Lululemon's legal team would never allow their marquee ambassador to provide halo PR for their direct competitor. Therefore, the theory that this vacation is just a disguised business merger falls apart under the weight of corporate law.
So if it's not a covert Skims photo shoot disguised as a romantic getaway, then the conclusion is actually incredibly simple.
But that.
They're just together. They really are just waking up, putting on string bikinis, braving the kinetic energy of .60 caliber paintballs, and falling in love in paradise.
Yes, the business conflict makes a PR stunt legally improbable, forcing us to conclude that the core romance is genuine.
Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next in our deep dives into the stars, because this story leaves us with something really profound to chew on. We've spent this whole time analyzing Kim and Louis, dissecting their PR strategy, their body language, and the corporate brand wars surrounding them.
But there were kids on this trip.
Exactly. Saint, Chicago, Som, and the cousins, they were all there in the lagoon.
They were.
And it leaves you wondering about the kids in all of this. What happens to a child's baseline understanding of family, privacy, and memory when their simple summer vacation with their cousins is simultaneously serving as a global, meticulously curated PR launch for a billion-dollar brand empire?
It's a lot to process.
How do you separate a genuine childhood memory from a strategic content drop when they happen at the exact same time?
That is the defining question for the next generation of megastars. When your reality is the product, learning to untangle what is real from what is revenue might be the hardest lesson of all.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.